What's going on, guys? Welcome to 2020's official detailed Clickbank training. I'm absolutely excited because every year at the end of the year I do a brand new Clickbank training series for the next year basically, and it's becoming a tradition. I'm really excited about this one because we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of details, and as you know, if you watch the ones from the previous years like 2019 or 2018, this is going to be a long video. I don't usually make long videos, but this is going to be long because there's a lot to talk about. So if you want to learn Clickbank the right way, and if you want to learn all the details step by step, this is the one video that you want to watch. All right, guys, so let's get started because there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to start with the tools because I'm going to introduce you to a couple of tools that we're going to use. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can learn from these tools, and there's a lot of data you can get using them to just improve your business in general. So let's get started and let's talk about these tools. All right, guys, so let's talk about the tools real quick because I'm going to explain what we're going to use these tools for in the next section. So you're going to see exactly how these tools actually come together. To just put it simply, before we get into the details of the strategy, these tools, or the tools that we're going to use, need to do two things. Number one, they need to build pages. Okay, so we use it to build landing pages and pages, stuff like that. Number two, they need to help us to build quizzes within these pages. Okay, so a quiz, let me actually show you. A quiz is really like this. You know, you get people to the quiz, they answer a couple of questions like this, and they're going to be presented with a product. Now, the product the funnel that we're going to be using is a little bit different. I mean, it's the same concept, but it's a little bit different. I'm going to explain it in a minute, but they need to do these two things basically. Okay, they need to build pages and do quizzes. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do this. You know, you can Google it for yourself if you like, but I'm going to share two solutions with you. The first solution is do a self-hosting solution, which is with WordPress. You know, I'm sure a lot of you already know WordPress. Basically, you install WordPress, you gotta get a hosting, you pay for that stuff, and you use two plugins. So the first plugin you need is called Thrive Architect. Okay, the second plugin you need is Thrive Quiz Builder. Okay, so these are actually pretty nice because they integrate together. So when you install them, they just work together really nicely because, well, they're from the same company. So you know, Thrive, the Architect, this is the page builder. It's one of the best page builders out there for WordPress, and this is something I personally prefer because it's just great. You know, got a ton of features and you can do whatever you want basically with it. And the quiz builder is something you obviously need, and this is one of the best quiz builder tool on WordPress. You know, it's really great. You can do so many things with it. It's very well priced, fairly priced as well. All right, so in case that's the concern to you, so you're gonna need a WordPress site, you're gonna need these two plugins. Now, another option, because I know a lot of you might use ClickFunnels. Now, ClickFunnels is another way because ClickFunnels also allows you to build quizzes. So if you have a ClickFunnels account like me, you can use it. To be honest with you, I don't use ClickFunnels that much in my own business because it has a bunch of limits that I don't like. But you know, for average funnel, or for just whatever you want to build, really, when it comes to affiliate marketing with Clickbank, ClickFunnels will do fine. You can just, you know, go with it. So this is another option. Again, it's easier because you don't have to set up a WordPress site and everything, but obviously if you think about it, it costs a little bit more. But if that's not a concern to you, you can just go with ClickFunnels. Yeah, so these are two solutions. I just wanted to make a comparison here so you guys see it. So in my case, you know, I actually have the WordPress site installed. This is a site where I do all of my pages and, you know, like my affiliate campaigns and stuff like that. And I already have the Thrive products installed. So I got the Architect and the Quiz Builder. It's just ready to go. So this is what I'm going to use throughout this video, guys. All right, guys. So now that you know the tools and you know what kind of stuff we're going to be doing with those tools, it's time to actually talk about the promotion itself and the strategy and what we're going to actually do to make a Clickbank sell, or many more Clickbank sells after that. So I want to actually get into some really basic stuff before we get into the strategy, because I'm going to take you to my computer right now. I'm just going to draw it for you so you see exactly how the strategy works. But there's a couple of stuff, two things that you got to understand if you want to get the most out of this. First of all, when it comes to traffic, obviously when you have the system, you want to drive traffic to that funnel or page so you can make the sale, right? Those are your customers. So in that case, the most effective way to drive traffic is to use paid traffic. That's what I do, like Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, Google advertising. Because the thing is, with paid traffic, you don't waste your time, okay? And you know exactly what you're targeting. You just improve on it, optimize it, and then just get better with it, all right? So that's what you want to do. Now, the thing is, with any traffic really, paid, free, the incoming traffic, the person who lands on your page is usually not engaged with your content. That's the issue. For example, let's say someone randomly finds your blog. Let's say you have a blog and they find your blog somewhere and they click on your link, they land on the page. And what you have, let's say you have an opt-in page. In case if you don't know what's an opt-in page is a page where you ask for someone's name and email and they enter and then they go to the next page, right? Now, that is effective, but the thing is, first of all, you're going to lose almost 80% of people depending on your opt-in pages for performance right there, because obviously not everyone's going to put the time to put their name and email, right? Now, even if they put their name and email, the next issue is that there's no engagement really. They just put their name and email to see what's on the next page. They don't know you, or they didn't engage with your content. So that's a big issue, especially if you're trying to make this sell. And these days, especially in 2020 and beyond, one of the most important things that you gotta do to make a sell is to engage with your customer. That's why we have a brand new way, or at least this is something that I've been doing, which is just so effective. And that is having a quiz before sending someone to an opt-in page. This way you engage them with your content, and then you send them to an opt-in page. It's going to increase the conversion rate, and also when they land on the next page, it's going to increase the possibility of them actually purchasing the product. So it's very important. There's a lot to learn here, so let's get into it. Let me actually draw the strategy for you so I can explain in more detail, and then we're gonna start building this. All right, so let's get guys, so let's get into it. So here's how this strategy works. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with a quiz. So the idea with this quiz is to ask a couple of questions, okay? So maybe just like 4 or 5 different questions. And as I said, the idea with this is to just engage, right? So this would be your quiz, okay? So the idea here is to engage people with your page and make him feel like this is going to be a customized solution to their exact problem, right? And then after that, you're going to send people to an opt-in page. So after they obviously engage with your content, with your quiz, you're going to ask him for an email, right? So that would be your opt-in, okay? So again, that would be name, email, stuff like that, the usual. And we'll talk about each and every single one in detail, so don't worry. And then you want to send them to a pre-sale page, okay? So the pre-sale page, the idea with the pre-sale page is to engage them more with your solution, before engaging more with your content before you send them to a affiliate link, basically. So this pre-sale page would be like, a video or something like that. I'll talk about that as well. And then you're gonna have a button that is gonna take them to the affiliate link, right? So this would be your affiliate sales page or affiliate link. So that's the final step. Let's go over this real quick. So the idea with the quiz is to engage them, right? So you convert that cold traffic to warm traffic, and then you ask them for their name and email, and you send them to a pre-sale page. Now, most of the people, what they do is they usually go with these 2 steps, right? Just the opt-in and pre-sale page, and then send them to an affiliate link. Or some people just send traffic directly from the opt-in to the sales page, to the affiliate link directly, which I don't recommend. But the thing is, because you have this quiz, your conversions might go down a little bit. I mean, that is the fact. Your conversions will go down. That's gonna be all right, because your sales are not gonna go down, but your front end conversions aren't gonna go down, meaning that you might get less people put their name and email here, right? But you're gonna have more people buy, right? You're gonna have more people actually buy this product. Why? Because you actually engage them with your content. You turn that cold traffic to warm traffic, because a lot of people click on ads and they're really not ready to buy. You know, they're just like kind of shopping around. You know, they're not trying to buy anything. So when you do this, when you actually take them through this funnel, they turn them to a warm customer, so they're more inclined and more ready to buy because you put the effort to get enough information from them to customize their experience. A lot of people love that. So that's the idea, guys. That is the idea with this system. You might get less people to your list, but you're gonna get more sales at the end. That's how this strategy works. Again, it's really simple, nothing crazy complicated. And guys, we're gonna go over every single one of these steps one by one, and I'm actually going to just build this in front of you and you can see it all live happening. All right, guys, so let's continue. So what I'm gonna talk about right now is choosing a good product in Clickbank, because this doesn't even start if you don't have the right product. So you want to have a good product, and that's what I'm going to continue with. I'm going to talk about choosing the right product on Clickbank. So let's go over there. All right, so now it's actually time to get into Clickbank and talk about a couple of important stuff. Now guys, one more thing before I continue here is that if you got confused with any of the things I explained, especially when it comes to strategy, don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you all this stuff in detail. All right, that's why this video is a bit long, because there's going to be so much detail. So don't worry about it. I'm going to actually show you all this stuff in more details. I'm going to build it and everything. So now let's actually talk about something very important, and that is the foundation of your campaign and making money on Clickbank: choosing the right product. Okay, this is something that not many people actually talk about, but the thing is, Clickbank is a great place, but at the same time, it's a place full of terrible products. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have the knowledge to navigate through this and find the right products that are going to pay you well, at the same time products that are going to make it easy for you to promote, and products that are not gonna have actual refunds or very low refund rates. Because imagine you sell 10 copies of something and then you get 10 refunds. What's the point, right? You just spent all this money and time to sell something and it's all gone. So it's really important to know exactly what you look for and what to choose as your product to promote. So let's go over to my computer right now. I'm going to take you to Clickbank. I'm going to share a couple of tips here to teach you how to find the right products on Clickbank to promote, because very important stuff. You got to know what to do. All right, guys, so let's go over there. Alright guys, so I'm gonna keep this real simple because I have a couple of videos dedicated to this subject, you know, like choosing good Clickbank products. So I'm just gonna keep this real simple. So when it comes to choosing Clickbank products, there are a couple of qualities that I usually look for. Okay, first of all, the first thing I look for is a sales video, right? So let's choose a category. Let's see, health, dieters, or diet and weight loss. Like obviously these are, you know, top Clickbank niches, right? So the first thing I usually look for is the copy itself, the sales video. How does it look like? All right, so let's take a look at it real quick. So I usually look for a video. Okay, so the video is really important, or a good copy. Okay, now sometimes based on the niche, again, sometimes the products don't have a sales video. Usually you want to have a sales video. So like if you can choose between a product without a sales video or with sales video, I usually go with the one with sales video. All right, so that's really important. Now I personally prefer hybrid pages. Okay, so that's another thing. So a hybrid page is a page where it has a sales video and also it got a bunch of text below it as well. Let me see if I can find a good example of it. This is not, I mean, this is kind of hybrid. I'm gonna explain why. Actually take a look. There's a video, right? And then if you click here, it actually takes you to the sales copy. So a hybrid sales page is kind of like this, but instead you don't actually need to click. They put the text below so you can just read it as you watch the video or something like that. Again, a good example of it actually is here, University Inner Circle. If you take a look, we got the sales video here, and then we have the content below it. right? So that's the idea here, guys. That's the hybrid. So that's the first thing I look for in a good sales video. Now, based on what I know, these guys, they do have good sales videos. You know, they always test their stuff, so it's good. Okay. So the second thing, which is another important part, is affiliate section of the product. You know, like, what is it exactly? Is it good? You know, are they providing you with enough tools to promote their product or stuff like that? So yeah, so for example, this one seems like they got banners, they got Facebook ad kit, they got emails. That's pretty good, and more tools, landing page builder. Well, that's not useful, but yeah, so this is decent. You know, I usually expect more, but the thing with Clickbank is that they know exactly these product owners, they know exactly what works, so they have what you need. Okay, they don't actually provide anything extra. So yeah, there you go. So that's the email stuff. So that's another thing to look for. You know, the good affiliate section, good tools. You know, they provide you enough tools and stuff like that. So last one, which is another important thing, is the amount of money you make. Okay, so the first thing you want to pay attention is not this number or this number, which is the gravity, but this number, initial sell. So this is how much you're gonna make. But in my, like, take a look. This is an example of something that you can catch if you actually pay attention to these numbers. So the thing is, this tells you make $35.86 per sell, right? And then it seems like there's a possibility of rebill, right? It seems like it's a monthly thing or something like that, but it's $14, and average percentage rebill is 34%. So this is pretty low. So, you know, you make this much money on the first sell, but this can go up to $38. That's it. So that's pretty bad, in my opinion. Okay, and this is another one. And the thing is, this is actually just specific to the weight loss niche. You know, like, it's not like this in other niches. I'll show you right now. But $43 and $44 is the average. Like, that's on average how much you can make, which is not good at all. And obviously on Clickbank, another thing you want to pay attention to gravity. I'm sure a lot of you know, the higher the gravity, the more popular the product is. So let me show you a good example. E-business is a good example, affiliate marketing niche. So take a look. So 184 is the initial sell, and then you got $343 potential. That's pretty good, right? Or $14 for this product, and then you got $61 potential. That's pretty good as well. It seems like they got upsells. Actually, this is not good actually, because this is 426, and this seems like a high ticket product. So that's that. And then you got another one, 364, and then 538, which is very good actually. And then 241, that's not good. Again, you get the idea. You know, you want something that has potential. This is actually very good. Take a look. $6, and you got 749 potential, right? That's pretty good. I'm actually gonna check that out real quick. But yeah, you get the idea. So guys, this is how you choose good Clickbank products. You know, you just want to, first thing, you want to look for a good sales video or sales page, and then after that, you look for a good affiliate section, and finally, you want to look for something that pays you high and like has potential and has maybe upsells or rebilling potential and stuff like that. Alright guys, so now that you know how to choose a good Clickbank product, and also you know how this funnel is going to work, it's time to start working toward bringing this funnel to life basically. So what I'm gonna do in the next sections, basically, I'm going to start explaining a couple more stuff, and we're gonna build it. Alright, so the first thing I want to explain before the next section of this video is the quiz funnel. Alright, so the first thing that people are going to see is the quiz. The first step when it comes to having a good quiz is to customizing it. Now, when it comes to building, because I'm going to build this in front of you, so when it comes to that, you're going to see exactly what I mean. We're going to create questions based on someone's answer. So it's going to answer, let's say the question is going to be how much weight you want to lose. All right, and then what's going to happen after that, they're going to get a custom question based on answer. That's a really important thing to do. You got to create custom questions based on the initial answer of the person. And the next thing which you want to really pay attention when it comes to building quizzes is actually having enough questions, right? So I strongly recommend having at least 5 questions. You know, you don't want to be like, you don't want to have like 11, 12, 15 questions, because that's going to be way too long and people are going to give up. But you want to have 5, 6, give them that sense that, okay, this is whatever answer I'm going to get at the end of this quiz is going to be specific to my problem. So it's really important, because you don't want to have like only 2 questions, but you don't want to have too many to just bore people and get them to leave the page before they finish the quiz. So that's really important. So again, I'm going to build the quiz so you see exactly what I mean, but right now we're going to move on. We're going to continue, and I'm going to talk about opt-in pages. Basically, this is the page people are going to see after they finish the quiz, right? So let's say they answer 6 questions, and then they're going to go to that page that says, hey, enter your name and email, so you can actually continue and see your results and see the solution basically to your problem. All right, so let's talk about opt-in pages. There's a lot to learn. I'm going to teach you enough that is going to actually help you to just create a good opt-in page. So let's go over there. Let's go to my computer and talk about opt-in pages. So opt-ins can be a really big part of your business. You know, no matter what you do when it comes to online businesses, at some point you got to generate leads. And obviously there are different methods to generate leads, but opt-ins are a big part of it. So this concept behind opt-in is really simple, right? You ask for someone's name and email in exchange for a gift or a reward or some training video or something like that. Again, that can be anything, right? Behind the page, basically. So what I have for you is 2 opt-in pages that are just my highest converting opt-in pages ever, and they are basically a really good way for me to explain and just point out these things that I want to teach you here. All right, so if you take a look at these 2, one thing that stands out, again, this is just my experiment, okay guys, you can just do your own testing if you want, feel free to do that stuff. But one thing that I always do is I always try to use a simple page with white background. The idea here is to make it simple. Simplicity is the key to success here when it comes to conversions, especially on the opt-in page where you're just asking for a name and email, right? So just keeping it simple is a huge factor. Now there's a lot of stuff that I want to teach you, especially when it comes to this page. But yeah, so the first one, keep it simple, you know, clean, simple. As you see, I'm just using a clean white, so there's that. The second thing is a simple headline, okay? One of the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to creating these opt-in pages is they try to just explain everything on the squeeze page, on the opt-in page. They're just trying to point out all these cool stuff that people are going to get, because that's what you want to do. You know, if you have a good offer behind it, if you have something cool that you think is going to be really useful to them, you're excited. You want to just share all these points. You want to say, hey, I'm going to teach you this, I'm going to give you that, I'm going to give you that, right? But the problem is that that's actually going to confuse people more and more. So don't over explain. That's the second tip, right? Don't over explain things. Just give it a simple headline, something that is going to get people to develop an interest in your offer, and just take them to the next page. I mean, think about it. What's the point of your opt-in page? Just to get them to the next page, right? Just get their name and email onto the next page. And if you just explain too much, if you provide too much information, that's just going to confuse people even more. So that's that. You know, again, first one, keep it simple, clean. You know, number 2, don't over explain things. Now, I want to talk about a couple of different points here. A lot of misconceptions about opt-in pages as well, so you get a good idea about those stuff. The first one is, one of the things that, if you pay attention, these are actually 2 different opt-in pages. This one is very different from this one, right? Because this one got a video. That's the first big difference here. So one of the things I realized is that a video doesn't make a difference. For example, in our testing for this page, okay, what we realized was that the page with video and the page without video were almost performing the same. Just the page with video was performing like 0.5%, less than 0.5% better. So it wasn't really like huge. Obviously, it's a considerable difference if you're driving huge numbers of traffic, right? Like for example, this page gets over 1 million views every I think every 10 to 15 days or 2 weeks or something like that. So I mean, this would be a huge difference. You know, even 0.5% would be thousands of leads, right? But in your case, if you're just getting started, videos really won't make a huge difference. Use a video if you really have to use a video. Okay, now in this case I really had to use a video because this is a very special training, and we wanted to tell them, hey, you know, this is gonna be closed very soon, or you know, we don't usually have this training open, so get in before you miss it or something like that. So that was the point. You know, I just wanted to have something like that in there, but otherwise it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so next one is hiding this field, basically the name and email field behind the button. If you take a look, this one's just right out in the open, right? Name and email, instant access. But this one just pops up this new form. Now another thing we realized was that because this used to be a thing, used to be people telling everyone, hey, this pop-up forms, they actually make a difference in conversions, which they did. But the thing is, people actually got clever because everyone's just using opt-in page, I mean the pop-up forms now, that they don't make a huge difference. You know, we tested these and we realized that it's not a big difference. So yeah, so just another thing to point out, pop-up buttons, they don't make a huge difference. So I just want to share this stuff with you because moving, you know, to the next section, we're going to get into the funnel and build it, right? We're going to finally get into the Clickbank stuff and just promote. So I just wanted to point out these stuff. All right, guys. So just let's go back to me, okay? Because I actually want to talk about one more thing, and then we're going to build the funnel. All right, guys. So now that you know the basics of a good and high converting opt-in page, it's time to talk about the next step of the opt-in page, and that is the pre-sale page. Now, you know, the thing is, I just want to put this out there. You don't have to build a pre-sale page. You can actually send people directly from the opt-in page to your affiliate link. I'll show you how to do that. But you know, I strongly recommend having your pre-sale page. So a pre-sale page is really simple. The idea with pre-sale page is to establish another level of trust. So you know, you had the quiz, you engaged them with your content, now they trusted you enough to put their name and email in there, right? Now it's time to show yourself, show them that you are a real person, and this is what you do on a pre-sale page. All right, now pre-sale page, again, it plays a really big role, and I strongly recommend you to do it. Now here's how I do it. Again, I'm going to show you all this stuff in detail when I build it, but the way I do it is that I have a page with a simple video, you know, nothing crazy in there, and it's just a video of me. Or if you know, if it's a product that I don't want to associate myself with it, for example, let's say it's a weight loss product, well, it doesn't really apply to me, so I have to just hire someone else to do it, right? I'll show you how to do that stuff too, but it's a simple video and has 4 steps. Number 1, you just introduce yourself. So again, you just tell them, hey, I'm a real person, by just introducing yourself, and then you provide the why, which is why they should listen to you. So this could be whether you provide proof that you've been using this product and been getting results, or you just bought the product. You know, the proof doesn't have to be like proof, meaning that it doesn't have to be just you or someone getting results with it, really. It can be anything. You know, it can be, hey, I just bought this product and it's great, you know, something like that. And the next step, which is step 3, is basically providing a bonus. It's really important. I'll show you how to actually create bonuses. You know, you don't have to actually waste your time on creating them. You can buy them. I'll show you how after I finish the funnel. And then finally, you're gonna have the call to action. You know, tell them, hey, click the button under this video to learn more, to just get access. Again, 4 steps. It literally, if you put all these together, it takes literally 2 minutes to do everything. You know, it's a 2-minute video. You don't have to explain anything. You can just record yourself talking. Okay, that's something you can do. Or I'm going to give you a script. What you could do is you can actually hire someone on Fiverr and pay him to create the video for you. Or you can actually check out the affiliate section of the product and see if they have a good video that you can use for that. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly like this, but if they have a decent video that you can put on there, use it. Why not, right? So again, simple introduction, That's step one. Step two, why, the proof why they should listen to you. And then step three, the bonus. And step four, that would be call to action. The idea here is to just kind of establish that another level of trust before you send them to the sales page or your affiliate link, right? So we're going to talk more about it. You're going to see more of this stuff in detail when we get there. All right, guys. So we're finally going to build the funnel. Now, this is really exciting stuff. So you're finally actually going to see me building that. This is going to be the longest part of this video. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. I'm going to cut anything that is unnecessary. All right, guys. So make sure to pay attention. It's really, really important. This is where you see all of it happen live in front of you. So let's go over there. Let's go to my computer and let's talk about this part, and let me show you how to build this. Alright guys, so let's get started and let's start building this funnel now. So I just want to do this as fast as possible because one of the things I always recommend is just you playing with it yourself and learning it. And the thing is, the tools that we're using are not really that complicated, so it's pretty easy to just learn. So I'm just gonna do this quickly, but let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you are confused about anything. All right, so if you remember, this was the strategy. We're gonna start with a quiz, and then we're gonna have an opt-in, right? And then we're gonna have a pre-sale, and there's going to be the affiliate link. So just one thing you want to remember is that your opt-in, I'm not going to really go through opt-in at all. I might actually talk about it a little bit after we're done with the funnel, but the thing is, you just want to have your own email autoresponder, and just want to set up your own autoresponder. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but yeah, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is actually, the thing is, when it comes to building a funnel, what you want to do is you always want to build it from the end. All right, that's very important, because obviously it's going to be really complicated if you do it from the beginning. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to go ahead and find a product. So that would be step one. Okay, so we're going to find a product. So let's get it started. I'm just going to go back to Clickbank real quick, and to be honest, I've been looking a little bit because I just want to do this quickly with you guys. One of the things that I really want to promote is like weight loss niche. Now, I've been looking for a product. Let's actually go to diet and weight loss. So I've been looking for a product that is going to give me this step as well, the pre-sale. Now, if you remember, I mentioned video would be great. I'm actually going to talk about pre-sale video if I haven't already. But yeah, so a video would be great, but we can also use an article as well. So I'm just trying to look for a product that is going to give me this stage as well, so I don't have to really spend too much time on building the pre-sale content. So one of the things I noticed was this custom keto diet. This was a good product. Seems like it got some good content here, articles. There's one article here, so I just want to download this, and let me open it real quick and see if it's something that is helpful, if the article is good. So let's see. There you go. So there you go, 3 benefits. It's a doc file. Keto diet benefits. Yeah, so as you see, I'm just, again, benefits of a keto diet. So let's open these. All right, so let's open them real quick and see what are we looking at. Then we'll see. Okay guys, so we just opened a couple of them. As you see, like, they're not that bad. Okay, so I think one thing I noticed is that they're pretty much the same. I don't know why they have multiple copies. Maybe it's just a different headline. But yeah, so they're all same. So I'm just gonna keep one open, and I'm going to use this as my pre-sale content, pre-sale page. All right, so that's that. So now let's go ahead and get our affiliate link. All right, so I'm just gonna generate. I'm gonna give it a tracking ID. I'm just gonna call this quiz funnel. All right, and just generate hop link, and let's get that thing. I'm going to open a new text file and save this here as well. Okay, there you go. So that would be my affiliate link. All right, so let's just have that right there. So we are good to go. I'll just keep this open in case if you need it again. So we got the product. Now let's go ahead and build our pre-sale page, right? So that would be step 2. Let's go ahead and build our pre-sale page. So now I'm going to go to my WordPress. Again, you want to have your thing installed, the Thrive optimize and everything. All right, so just go ahead, pages, add new. I'm just gonna call this pre-sale page, whatever. Okay, just go ahead, wait for it to load. So I'm just gonna call this pre-sale page. Give it a headline. There you go, and publish it. And there you go, we got the page. Now the page is empty, so let's go ahead and just launch and edit this page. Alright, so let's load a template. You know, the thing with Thrive is that they got so much templates, so many different templates that you can use here. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull a template here. This would be interesting. Elements, no, not that. Let's see, something content. Let's see if you can play with this one. I'll change the colors, or maybe not, because the thing is with this, I believe the audience is going to be mainly women. So I could let's take a look. Customer demographics, 80% women. So yeah, so we'll just, you know, actually keep that, just keep the same color. So yeah, this is actually pretty interesting, because what we can do is we can just have like a what do you call it, like a really short conclusion here, right? And have the button that says, hey, call to action, we send people to the main affiliate link. All right, so let's do that. Actually, I'm just gonna call this, I'm gonna copy this and change this button. There you go. So animated, yeah, let's delete that stuff. And there you go. So now this button is gonna go to the affiliate link. All right, so now again, the next point, the next step here, guys, is to simply just edit this page, add the content and everything. Now I'm not gonna go through this right now, I'm just gonna do it and show it. But yeah, so this is where you spend some of your time to just edit the page and add the content, basically. Alright guys, so I actually just finished the pre-sale page, and what happened was I realized a couple of stuff which I'm going to share right now. So let's actually refresh this and take a look at the page. So this is going to be the page again, really simple, nothing crazy here. You don't want to have a super long page, especially if you don't have a video. So actually let's take a look at it. Let's see how it looks in mobile as well. So that's pretty good. So one of the things that I actually wanted to mention here about this product specifically, I was checking out the product and I realized that they have like different links, and for this particular product they got a link to a direct what they call a direct copy page. So this is pretty interesting, because when you have pages like this, you can actually use it in your own sales material. So that's pretty good, and I actually ended up using it on this page as well. All right, so that's that. Another thing I realized is that they actually have a quiz as well. So again, that's why I mentioned this is really important to choose the right product. You know, like in this case, what you can do is you can just send people directly to a quiz page after they sign up to your link. For example, you know, like when they go or join your list, the follow-ups that you send out, right? These follow-ups, because the follow-ups are supposed to send people to the pre-sale page, and you can just send them to this quiz. So that's pretty good. So again, that's why it's important to choose the right product. Again, that's just an example for this product though. So that's why you want to see how each product is really on Clickbank. If they have a video that's actually better, you can actually use the video on your page. So yeah, so that's that. So I just wanted to mention that stuff for this product. And so now that we have the pre-sale page, let's actually close this. So now that we have the pre-sale page, the next step here is to build the opt-in page. Now the thing is, the opt-in page and the quiz are actually pretty connected to each other. because what happens is that these two pages are built through Thrive Quiz Builder. So we really don't need to do anything. We just need to build the quiz, and the rest is going to be there. So let's go ahead and create a brand new, actually not a page. Let's go to the dashboard. So what you want to do is you want to go to dashboard, Thrive dashboard, and then quiz builder, and just create a brand new quiz. So this is where you do it. So add new, and I'm just gonna actually go build from scratch, continue, give it a name, diet. Okay, so continue. And you want to select the type. I'm gonna go with the category. I mean, it's really not important because no matter what they choose, the results are gonna be the same at the end, right? But yeah, so just want a category. I'm just gonna give it 2 categories. Again, it doesn't really matter. Cat 1 and cat 2. Again, doesn't matter. How long should the feedback be displayed for? Until the user presses next button. Actually, don't display feedback. Yeah, that's better. And yeah, so let's go and save this. So next, you want to choose the style. I usually go with the clean white. You know, that's easier. It's easier to display stuff in there. And actually, there's another one, new one, minimalist. I'll choose it. I'll choose that one. And yeah, so if you take a look, they got a couple of stuff here. So there's gonna be, this is gonna be your questions. We're gonna work on that, and then there's gonna be results page, which we're gonna edit, and then you're gonna add an opt-in page as well, opt-in gate, and you want to add a splash page. So a splash page is the first thing they're gonna see before they even see the first question, because it's really important. You want to show, you want to tell them, hey, what this quiz is about before you actually just ask the first question, right? So yeah, so that's that. So you gotta actually build this. So this is what I'm gonna do. So you know, the thing is really simple. One thing I want to show you is the questions. So pretty simple. You just click add question, and you can have different options, multiple choice with buttons, multiple choice with images. I usually go with images. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so just select that and then add the question if you want to give it a description, and then you add the answers, you can add images as well, and all that stuff. So I'm actually gonna do that and then show it after it's done. And yeah, so and then opt-in gate, and then after that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna again do this and then get back to you. Alright guys, so it's pretty much done. So I'm just gonna show you the steps real quick, and we're gonna build the final page. So the splash page is pretty simple, you know. Let's actually open that real quick. So a splash page is basically, that's the first thing they're gonna see after they click the when they open the page. So it's gonna be something like this, you know. And again, you can just get more information from the sales page, and you know, the product you're selling, the affiliate section, the affiliate information, the you know, tools they give you, so you can come up with a good headline and all that stuff. So that's that. And then there's going to be the questions. So I got 4 questions for this one. Again, didn't want to make it too big or too complicated, because no one likes that. And then we have the opt-in gate. So that would be, you know, where they put their name and email. Really simple. Don't want to do anything crazy here. So yeah, there you go. That would be that. And then the last one is results page, which is going to be really a simple one that takes them to the pre-sale page. There you go. So it says congratulations, so click here to learn more. So that's that. So let's go ahead and create the final page here. This is going to be the page we're going to advertise. All right, so that would be this, you know, page basically. And so yeah, so I'm just going to call this quiz. Oh, there you go. And it's going to give it start. And yeah, so let's click schedule, post, publish. There you go, new page, and there you go. So let's launch Thrive, and then what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna create a very simple empty page and add this quiz. All right, so I'm just gonna create a blank page, this actually, okay, and I'm just going to
go ahead and let's delete this headline real quick and get a quiz. There you go. And I'm gonna click the diet one. That's it. So save, and let's take a look at it. So this is gonna be the page. Now what I usually like to do is I usually like to open the page in incognito window, and then just go through the whole funnel. Alright, so I'm just gonna go through the questions, and then I'm just gonna give it a name. I'm just gonna put my name here. And then it's gonna take me, I mean, they have an option to skip it as well if you want. Results page, and this is where they just gonna click this button to go to the pre-sale page. And finally on the pre-sale page is just gonna click to go to the sales page, which is the affiliate link. So that's pretty much it for the funnel. Now I'm just gonna continue, we're not done yet. We're gonna talk about traffic right now, and how to actually improve this one a little bit more. So let's continue, guys. There's a couple more stuff to learn if you want to really do this right. So let's continue.
All right, so the funnel is done. So now we're gonna drive traffic to it. So when it comes to traffic, guys, there's a lot of different ways you can drive traffic to your funnel. Specifically because we're gonna talk about paid advertising. I'm not gonna focus on free ads or free traffic because it's kind of a waste of time. But there's a lot of different sources that you can use to drive traffic to the funnel. And the easiest one to get us started, in my opinion, and the one that is going to give you the best results with this funnel, is Google display ads. All right, now I could go with the Google or YouTube ads, but the thing is, YouTube ad requires some extra material, right? You got to create a video to do YouTube ads. Now Google PPC or pay-per-click is not the right option if you don't have the money to invest, because you got to at least spend a couple $100s to get some data with that, which I don't recommend if you're starting up. So the best one, the next best thing after that is Google display ads. Now Google display ads are ads that are shown as banner ads on other websites, and also banner ads that are shown in Gmail. That's another, that Gmail itself is a separate thing, but it's a really great traffic source if you have the right funnel. And in this case, this is the right funnel for it, because we're converting cold traffic, right, to warm traffic using quiz, using a pre-sale video. So it's really powerful stuff. So so we are going to talk about Google display ads, right? So I'm going to take a moment to teach you a lot of cool stuff about display ads. Now, one more thing, guys, if you want to learn about other traffic sources such as Facebook advertising, YouTube ads, I have videos about it. I literally made a video about YouTube ads a couple of weeks ago, and a week before that I made a video about Facebook ads and using it with Clickbank. So you can actually go on my YouTube channel and just learn all of that stuff for yourself. And also, obviously, if you are a university member, you can check it out. But yeah, we got a lot of training about that stuff. But yeah, so let's talk about display ads. That's one of the cool stuff that no one talks about. And let's see how we can use it to drive some really good traffic to your funnel.
Alright guys, so to get us started, what you need is a Google Ads account, and if you don't have it, just create one. You know, it's free, so you don't need to pay anything. Now, one thing that you might actually encounter is that when you create your ad account, they might ask you to just start an ad immediately. And if they do that, you can just create an ad and then just pause it later. It doesn't matter. So yeah, so after you do that, you just want to come up to a dashboard like this. Obviously, you're not going to see all this stuff here, but yeah, so it's going to be something like this. And you just want to click this button to just start a new campaign. Now, one thing I want to give you, one tip that I want to actually share before we even start is something that we call staging accounts. So after what, I mean, this is again down in the line. It's not really something you gotta think about or pay attention to right now. But one of the things that I personally do is I always separate my main ad account from my test ad account. So what I do, I usually have two accounts. Okay, one is main and one is my staging account. In this case right now, we are in my staging account. Okay, so the idea behind staging account is because we do advertising for, you know, like affiliate products, you never know, you might get banned. Okay, So if that happens, if you lose your ad account, the idea is that if you have a staging account and you've tested an ad with that account, your main ad account is not gonna get banned. So you're not gonna lose all the good ads that you're running, the ads that are making you money. So what we do is we run the ad for a while, for like 30, 40 days, 50 days, 2 months maybe, okay? And then when it's working, when it's fine, we move it to our main account, okay? Now, again, you don't have to do this right now, but it's just something good to know for future. All right, so with that being said, let's get it started. So what I'm going to do is I have my page here, so I'm just going to click this button and new campaign. We're just going to go with website traffic, and we're going to click display and standard display campaign. And yeah, so there's another option, Gmail campaign. I have a video about it. But yeah, you can just choose that as well. I'm not going to get into that one yet, or not in this video. So just give it a name. I'm just going to leave this for now. Locations, if you want to target a specific location. In this case, since I'm in the US, I'm just going to target US. And now this is another thing that you got to pay attention. Location options, okay? So by default, when you select a country, you select people in or who show interest in your targeted locations, which is a horrible thing, okay? Like, I don't know why they recommend this, but you don't want that, okay? So what you want to target is people in or regularly in your targeted locations, okay? Because this is only, if you do this, like, you can target people in the US at the same time. You can target people who are, let's say, in another country and they're like searching stuff related to the US. You don't want that. It's just gonna really mess up your audience. So you just want to make sure you target people in your location, okay? So that's that. Languages, I'm gonna leave it to that. Conversions, and you don't want to go for conversions. Impressions, that's something you want to go, because it's a display ad campaign. You're just gonna want to go for this impressions, because the conversions, the issue with the conversions is that you don't actually have data yet for it, so it's gonna be, you know, pretty useless if you just want to go for conversions. So there you go. So just viewable CPM or maximize clicks, okay, or manual CPC. So you can just choose different options. And now I'm not going to get into the, you know, all this stuff, but really you can just go for manual CPM or target CPA. That would be another option. Now I usually go for either target or manual, but target, that would be fine. You know, the thing is, you don't want to enter anything yet, because you gotta figure this out based on your budget. So I'm just gonna do a $30 a day budget, okay? And let's give it a 582. Now again, you're not gonna really use this bidding amount much, okay? You're not gonna push this, because depending on the audience you're targeting, this is going to change. So additional setting, if you want to really play with this stuff, add rotation devices and all that stuff. So devices, I would leave it. You got the mobile phones. Now one thing you want to make sure you do is select Wi-Fi. That's very important, because if you don't actually do this, if you want to target phones, I'm just going to leave tablets out of it, but in this case we're just going to target phones. And if you select everything for phones, you're going to target people who are outside as well. Now the issue with that is when you target people who are outside, they're not on Wi-Fi technically. What happens is there's a high chance that they're really not going to pay attention if they click on your ad. You know, like they're walking around, they're running around, they're really, like, they just see it, they click on it, but they're not going to really pay attention. So that's why you don't want to do that. You want to be very careful with this, and you want to make sure you select Wi-Fi. Okay, so there's a lot of other stuff like frequency capping. I'm not gonna get into that. Just let it go. Now next one, audiences. Okay, so this is where you just target your ad. Okay, so this is where you just want to start looking for stuff. So I'm gonna start looking. You can either search or browse for ideas. Who are they? What's their interest and all that stuff. If you want to do remarketing, if you have an audience already, that's the whole thing for another video. So yeah, all that stuff. Let's actually go back here, interest, and let's see, beauty and wellness. This could be a good niche. And another one, again, food dining. If they're interested in eating outside, that would be like, you know, a good target audience for this particular ad, right? Because we're targeting what is it, like keto diet style, basically. Let's see what else we can find. Shoppers, yeah, so lifestyle, yeah. So I'm just gonna go with dines out and foodies. So yeah, so we'll just stick to these two for now. What about this stuff? Looked at it. Media, shoppers, no. Health and fitness, so that would be another one, right? So that. So next one, you just want to go for demographic, and in this case, I'm just gonna exclude male and unknown. So we're just gonna go with female because that's the audience that we're really going for with this campaign. And age, I'm just gonna deselect this. We're just gonna go for middle ages and nothing above 54, really. Yeah, so this area is just a sweet spot for this. And it doesn't matter, the parental status doesn't matter, and the income, we'll just leave it. We don't want to select the lower 50, and unknown. So the rest would be, you know, our ideal customer. So yeah, you can actually do more if you want, like content targeting. You can do keywords, topics, placements, stuff like that. Placements are pretty interesting because you could actually go for like specific websites. So yeah, there's that, but I'm not gonna touch that for now. Now there's the expansion, so just leave it at that. And next one is just your ad, right? Responsive ads, just leave it that. So yeah, so now we're just gonna start doing the ads. So just gonna copy the URL, the final URL, and then we're just gonna start adding the images and logos. So all that stuff needs to be added. Now the thing is, there's one weird thing that is going on here. You can look for stock pictures, right? So we're just gonna search for diet, right, or click. And now the thing is, it's pretty cool. You can find a lot of good stuff here, but it's all watermarked. I don't get it. But what I usually do is I usually just go find a picture in Google and use it. You know, I don't even bother with these pictures. So I'm just gonna go here, images, and let's see. That's pretty cool, right? So save that. And let's go ahead and upload. There you go. So use as image, continue, save. There you go. So that's that, and let's go ahead. You can actually add a video as well if you want. I'm not gonna touch that right now. So let's go ahead and add a headline. And in this case, I'm just gonna say, now the thing is with Google, you gotta be really careful with your headlines, okay? Really careful. And so be careful with that stuff. You don't want to be spammy. You don't want to be like too promotional. Get it. So in this case, I'm just gonna say get a custom diet. Healthy diet. So you can have multiple headlines if you want, you know. So let's see. Let's add 2. Get a custom diet. Let's go with something more aggressive. You can afford any word up. 5 steps. Ease. Or let's say 5-second. To diet, you know, something like that. So that's that, and let's add a, I mean, the thing is, the logo is fine, right? Use as, let's add this as logo too, okay? Because I want to make sure that we have this. I don't know why I uploaded again. So we have this as logo. There you go. So in this case, you know, but again, you can just play with these pictures. So we get the long headline and description and business name. I'm just gonna put your masterclass. That would be the business name, and then custom healthy diet. So long headline, so we can get something from here, or another thing I can do is I can get it from our pre-sale page, right? Your masterclass pre-sale page. Not that one. I guess it's this one. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, so let's see this. Let's see if this works. Want to foods. There you go. So the thing is, with display ads, you can actually just have a lot of different variations here, okay? And that's something I definitely recommend you to play with, all right? So there's a description, and let's see what we can do from here, because one of the things that it's really beneficial if you grab stuff from your pre-sale pages and the content that you already have is that when they land on it, it's not gonna be like unfamiliar, you know, like it's not gonna be something brand new. So it's pretty powerful. So description, let's see. There you go. So that would be that, and again, you can just play with this more. So you can click add to ad group and create a campaign. That is pretty much it, guys. So now the campaign is gonna run. Just give it some time. It's going to get approved, and after that, it's gonna start running and driving traffic.
Alright guys, so now that you know how to drive traffic to your funnel, it's time to talk about some advanced strategies. So these are stuff that you can do to just get more results out of your existing traffic and just improve everything overall and just make everything better, really. All right, so we're going to talk about a couple of stuff. We're going to talk about follow-ups, all right, and that's something that you got to do. And we're going to talk about bonuses, how to get your bonuses, how to create bonuses, and all that stuff. So follow-ups are really simple. So you can go to your Aweber account or any autoresponder that you really use, and to just add follow-ups, send automatic emails to your list, right? People join the list. Now you can actually get those follow-ups. You can either write them okay? Or you can actually just get them from the affiliate section of the product you're promoting. And when it comes to bonuses, you can actually go purchase the bonuses from PLR websites. So these are two things that we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to take you to my computer, and I'm going to explain a little bit more details about each and every single one of these stuff, so you can learn better, and you can just apply it to your own funnel and just get better results with your funnel. All right, so let's go over that. Let's go to my computer and let's talk about these two.
All right, guys, so the first thing I want to talk about is after the quiz. If someone fills out the form, you know, we had the quiz and then they fill out the form, and if they join your list, okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure you have something to send them. So most of the times, you know, what I do is I design the email follow-up system, or the process basically, based on the product and based on the material that I get from the affiliate section of that product. This is something that we talk about extensively in details inside the Gold Masterclass. I'm going to leave a link for you in the description to that. But the thing is, in this case, for example, if you actually go to email swipes, you can download this stuff and start looking into the emails they've provided for you, right? So that would be a good source to just get some ideas. And another thing, again, we talked about this, they had this good quiz, for example, here. So I can just write a couple emails, right, and say, hey, this is pretty cool, check out this quiz, right? So all that stuff, again, they have this stuff, you can definitely take a look at them. So you gotta design your follow-ups based on the material that you have. So in order to do this, so what you want to do is you want to go to your Aweber account, obviously create the list, right? And then you want to go to messages and follow up and just start building your follow-ups basically, right? So you just want to start adding the headline, you know, give it a template and just start dropping the content here. It's really simple. All right, so yeah, nothing complicated here. So the next thing I want to talk about, I just don't want to waste too much time on this stuff because you can really explore this stuff by yourself. The next one is buying PLRs and using them. So what you can do, another thing you can do in your pre-sale page is that you can provide an extra bonus. All right, so you can provide an extra bonus. Tell them, hey, if you buy this product, you're gonna get this bonus. And you know, if you Google buy PLR, you can find a lot of different sites. This is my favorite actually, Master Resale Rights. So you can find a lot of sites where you can just find stuff related to your subject, whatever you're selling. So in this case, I'm just gonna, for example, go to, let's see, personal niches, okay? And let's see if we can find something about weight loss or stuff like that. Health and beauty, okay? And then they got the diet and nutrition, so you can just go with that. And again, you can just find a lot of good stuff like healthy eating, video and ebook. So you know, that can be course by itself. So we can, you know, you can buy this for $10 or like, yeah, how much is it, $10, and you can just use this. You know, you can add a whole section to your pre-sale page, maybe even a video, and say, hey, if you buy this, you're gonna get this bonus. So you can leave a form, like a email to them if they buy it. You can ask them to give you the purchase ID, so you know exactly, you can verify it on Clickbank, and then you can just give them the bonus. So yeah, that's another incentive to get people to buy products from you. You know, bonus is a powerful thing. It can get people to take action, you know, have extensive experience with that. And you know, if you actually pay attention to our own company, Adversity, like our top selling course, this is Gold Masterclass, what we do is we even have bonuses here, because I know the power of the bonus. And you know, where is it? There you go, that's the one. See, we have extra bonuses because I know that, hey, bonuses work. And yeah, so we've spent time to develop these bonuses. So again, the idea here is to give that extra value. You know, everyone knows your offer is good because you're choosing a good product to promote, but at the same time, you want to have that final push in your product. So that's the idea behind bonus.
All right, guys, so I'm going to teach you one more thing. All right, this is really, really cool, and this is something that you should definitely use as well. All right, so this is completely different from the funnel or the strategy that I just talked about, but I thought it would be a good idea to share it with you since we're talking about Clickbank. So this is a strategy that I actually shared in the last year's video. I'm gonna leave a link for you in the description or up here. You can actually check it out for yourself. But this is something we talked about last year, and to this day is still effective. I still use it in my own products, my own company, and when I promote Clickbank products. Okay, so this is another incredibly effective strategy, and that's what we call tripwire. Okay, so the idea with tripwire is that what we do, we set up a really cheap product up front. Let's say we sell it for like $5, all right? And then we take the people who bought this $5 product and sell them more products. In this case, would be more Clickbank products. So this is a really great strategy. It works because you actually establish that trust by getting people to spend money with you in the first place, all right? So that's the best way to really establish trust. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to take you to my computer to show you an example of this funnel and this system. But if you want to learn more about this, you should definitely check out the link to last year's video. That's where we talked about this particular system in detail. That was like a 55-minute video where I talked about this whole thing in detail. All right, so let me actually show you an example of this funnel and this system so you see it for yourself.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to explain the PLR style strategy real quick and also show you an example as well so you get a good idea. So the idea here is to have an upfront product, like maybe sell it for like $5, okay? And then build a list of buyers. So that's the idea, because this is really important, a list of buyers. So this isn't just any list, right? This is a list of buyers. So after that, you take this list and just take these customers basically and sell them more expensive products through your email follow-ups, maybe like a $100 product or something like that. So the benefit here is that this upfront purchase, right? This can actually pay for your advertising costs, and also you build a list of buyers. This is a very valuable list, right? Not just any list, and then you actually make more money. So yeah, that's that. So an example of it would be this. This is something we created. I have a whole course about this actually. If you want, I'm gonna leave a link for you in the description about this. But yeah, so this is the sales page, the video, and then in that course I actually have the whole thing, like how to create these videos, what to say, what do you need to actually point out in these videos and stuff like that. And again takes them to the checkout page. This is like a $5 product, and then again the whole thing. So this is an example of a tripwire funnel basically.
All right, you made it. So the thing is, a lot of people don't actually watch a video this long on YouTube. So if you are watching it, I'm really honored, because not many people do it. So make sure you subscribe. All right, so I'm going to share one more thing with you. This is coming from my experience promoting Clickbank products for the past 7 years, 8 years, and stuff that I learned really from this industry in general. All right, so one thing that you got to understand is when it comes to promoting affiliate products, there isn't really one strategy. All right, so you gotta choose the right strategy based on the product, based on the niche, based on the video, or based on the sales page of the product. If it's a video sales page, if it's a content, copy sales page. So you gotta choose the right strategy based on the product you promote and a niche. So the thing is, again, the strategies, like right now in this video, you just learned one of the best available strategies out there when it comes to promoting Clickbank products. And if you watch the other video that I just mentioned, last year's video, that's where I shared another powerful strategy that is used by affiliates like me and top gurus. So you should definitely use these strategies. And again, there's a lot of different strategies that you can use based on the product you promote. So guys, if you want to learn all this stuff in detail, I strongly recommend checking out the link in the description. That's going to take you to a page where you can learn more about this stuff, because again, there's a lot, right? There's a lot to talk about, different funnels, like different products that you can promote, different niches, different tools that you can use, analyzing tools, and a lot more, you know, like different traffic strategies, right? Different paid traffic sources. There's a lot to talk about, even about the traffic source that I just talked about in this video, the display ads. There's a lot to explore in there, which I didn't get a chance to really talk about. So if you want to learn more about all that stuff, you should definitely check out the link in the description. That's going to take you there, and that's going to teach you about this stuff in more details. All right. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really honored. If you feel like this deserved your subscription, and if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe to my channel. I'm making videos almost every day, if not probably three times a week, and we talk about all this cool stuff, you know, affiliate marketing, home business, Clickbank. So if you want to learn more, this is the place for you. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want me to make videos about a specific subject, because that's something I do. If you guys have any questions, so always, if it's a good question, I'll make a video about it and I answer it in that video. So like this video, share it with your friends if you find it valuable, and I'll see you in the next video.